welcome back to another video, and in this video I have to carry a inting bot lane with my top laner and mid laner. So bot lane meta, it's not always the case, right? There's still hope. I'm just saying there's still hope. And this is actually a really good Gwen game because they have a Pike who is squishy, so you can kill him with a full stacked Q. Kaisa is a little bit miserable for Gwen, but if Gwen gets fed, which happens to me here because I prioritized farm and went 11 CS per minute and had a 5-level lead on the Udyr, she's not that bad of a problem. I mean, she can go stealth, she can dodge your Q and your needles with her ult, and she has barrier, which can negate some of your damage. So yeah, it's dependent on who's more fed, right? And then the spell fight he was smurfing, he was in gold, which did not match his rank, and he was going full AP burst spell fight. But my Swain managed to put him behind, so he wasn't that big of a problem this game. And his Udyr, he went AD for some reason, I guess because of the AP mid laner, right? He went AD, which is not that big of a threat for Gwen. Gwen kind of suffers into the Leandri's build, Udyr, and the Warwick, he can ult you and you can't really do anything about it, especially if he does it out of vision and you're not expecting it. Your W does nothing. You can't really react in time. So he's a bit of a problem for Gwen, but you'll eventually outscale their entire team, right? Except for maybe Kaisa, because all the ADCs are supposed to outscale all champs. ADC role is like the most scaly role in the game, just because the amount of sheer damage they do with just auto attacks. But, yeah, the Pike and the Udyr were a duo, so I actually got matched with them in my game, and they were on my team, and I went up to make tea, and they banned my Lilia, they banned my Gwen, and I had to pick Lilia, which was awful, because my Lilia is really rusty. I haven't been playing her much these days because I feel kind of boosted with Faded Ashes, and I don't want to get that feeling. And here I am just trying to gank this Malphite. Nothing happens. I don't go up top side because I don't know where Udyr is, and I do not want to fight him early. And as predicted, Udyr was top side, but he was on his Krugs, so maybe we could have gotten that Malphite kill. And, I just did a full clear, got that Scuttle, going to Krugs. This is a perfect Gwen game. There's not much chaos besides that early first blood kill, and Aatrox trades 1-for-1, so his lane isn't doomed. Yeah, just clearing those Krugs. And I think I go for the Scuttle here because I'm greedy and we see that Udyr's top side, right? So I have like a really good start for Gwen. Both Scuttles, full clear, and obviously gonna recall here to get some Nashor's Tooth components. I get Recurve Bow and the Amp Tomb, and I'm just pinging my bot lane that Udyr's down there because we know that he went top, he cleared bot to top, so of course he's gonna go bot to get his Gromp. And I've been trying out Recurve Bow because I feel like it actually clears faster. Maybe it's just my imagination, but you get more attack and on hit, so I just really like the clear. And I usually get it if I plan to AFK farm. Well, not really AFK farm, that's probably a bad term. Like, I'm still aware of what's going on the map, but I just want to accelerate my lead because against Udyr, Gwen really has to be ahead because her power spikes are significantly late than Udyr's. Like, ooh, he can just one-tap you when you're both on one item each. So I'm just clearing this Grom. And I think the plan here was to go for the grubs because you get level 6 off the grubs. And Gwen, she really wants golden XP, so aiming for the grubs as first objective is really good on farming junglers, because if the enemy jungler shows up, you can kill them because you will hit 6 and they won't off the grubs. And I can do it because my Swain and my Aatrox have priority, so do not go for the grubs if your laners are just trying to hit their minions. So see, I hit 6, Udyr did not show up. He is camping bot side. And this is one of the really good tips that I can give to, beginner junglers. Just prioritize farm. Like, you will waste time, and if like a gank doesn't go as planned or they spot you and they back off, and if you show on the map and you are not clearing your camps, this happens. A good jungler will just punish you by taking your farm, and who cares if they got the dragon, because eventually I will have a lot of gold on me and we can win future dragon fights. So that was my philosophy climbing from bronze to diamond. And yeah, all my camps are up. I know Udyr just took the dragon. He's probably on his blue. See, the blue disappeared, so he was on his blue. And I just recalled immediately after taking his camps to take my camps, and this is how you gain a CS lead. But you have to do it very smart. Like, don't go for chaotic invades. Whew, weird stammer there. Don't go for chaotic invades. Just do it, like, play smart. There's the Udyr. His camps are all gone. He's probably gonna panic. Probably go for the scuttle or gank the Aatrox again. I should have been pinging that, but I probably was not paying attention. I was probably checking to see if my bot side laners were doing fine. Yeah, I'm just farming. Keep on farming. Keep on trucking. So I cleared my bottom quadrant, and my game plan right now is to clear my top side and then take Scuttle because I know it's up, and then go and take Udyr's camps. His camps are just very, very disorganized right now. Some of them are up, some of them are not. He doesn't know because I've been taking them. But I certainly do know when his smaller camps are up because I took them. So I know that the Raptors are going to spawn and the Krugs are going to spawn again, so I will be there. And Warwick is really weak right now, and the Aatrox is very strong. So if anything crazy happens, I will have backup. And the Swain is also pushing in, so he can be there if something bad happens in my invade. But I'm pretty sure Udyr is probably most likely playing for his bot laner. See, he is there again, so these are safe to take.
Shut down.
But this is generally how you get ahead on Gwen, and it's a bit relaxing, in my opinion. It's not as chaotic as laning Gwen and lane. Some people find jungle boring. I find it pretty fun and relaxing, and you can generate a playlist. Here I am, thinking about diving the Warwick, but this Aatrox, he is pinging his ult, so I just back away because I don't want to get stuck under turret and die. So I am going back to mid lane to see if we can kill the Malphite. Pike shows up, so I immediately rush back. And I ghost and ult to secure that kill. And Pike almost dies there, but I don't have Nashers, so he doesn't. But you can see that once I get some items, like Pike's just so squishy for Gwen. And there I go, back to full clearing. I know that the Void Grubs are up, but I'd rather just prioritize my own farm. And my thought process here, I mean, like, I know Udyr just recalled was to just take my own camps, my bottom side camps, because that is his strong side, so he will have no opportunity to invade. And I complete my Nashers, and I have magical footwear, by the way, so I have boots in my inventory, and I'm building towards a Rift Maker. I actually kind of like that item on Gwen. I miss the old Rift Maker though, because like healing kind of just comes in a little too late, and you might die before it actually gets activated, right? And I chose to go Rift Maker here because they have a lot of melee champs. The only ranged one is really Kaisa, and she's kind of short range, so it's a pretty good item to build here. And I like to delay boots on Gwen because you can rely on your ghost for move speed. Um, yeah, she doesn't really need the boots. She prefers like pure AP items, right? So I tend to build um her boots like right after my first item, or oh yes, I EW'd too early there. I did not take into account that Pike could just dash away, and then the Malphite got a nice ult off, but he's really weak, so he just doesn't one-tap anyone. He only has a lost chapter there. Some chaos ensues, everyone's ults are on cooldown. On my team, like Swain, Misfortune. I still have my ult up, so I can still fight in case they still want to contest this dragon. So my team's all here, we just do it. No idea where the Udyr is. And I go back to full clearing. Yes, the void grubs are up, and yes, I could just walk straight down river to secure that, so then Udyr can't cross map, but I am just a farming machine. I'm just gonna farm. And Udyr doesn't even care about the void grubs, he just wants, like, this Aatrox is so pesky, right? But when Aatrox is ahead, he's kind of like a cockroach, you can't really kill him, so he is just annihilating them. He's winning 2v1. So I recalled and finally bought my boots. I played steel caps because Pike, Kaisa, Udyr, and Warwick, they all auto attack. And Malphite too, although he can just poke with Q, and he was going for the AP one-shot build, which is just ulting and killing you, but he's so far behind it's not gonna work. And my bot lane, they're not happy with me, most likely, because their bot lane is just winning. And I see a lot of people make this mistake. I do it too sometimes, where, hey, it's an ADC, you're a jungler, you should be up on levels and gold, right? So you just all in them, try to get their shut down, but then they outplay you because they have a support who they are synergizing with. So to absolutely make sure that you take their shutdown is to avoid them and try to be stronger than they are at some point in the game, and to do that is to just be efficient and take all the farm that you can. But I will soon take her shutdown or Aatrox because we are actually doing very, very good, and that is the cost of just camping a lane as a jungler. For Udyr, he is now 2 levels behind, and he got their bot lane ahead. It's all in their hands to carry their team now, right? And I place this Rift Herald mid because if you don't know where to place the Rift Herald, just place it mid, because opening mid lets you take the jungler's camps even more because you have different entrances. And I don't know what the Thresh was doing there, but he just decided to ride it and make a play there into 3 people. The Thresh is pretty weak. The Swain's strong, so I guess he thought something could happened there, but nothing became of it. And everyone's up there, and I'm down here just farming. So my entire team is up on top side, and there's just a lone Warwick here. I could have either continued pushing mid because, you know, everyone's top, right? Or I could have killed that Warwick, but instead I checked for Udyr's camps because I just want him to be a minion. I just don't want him to have any gold. And that's what I did, and you know, nothing happened, so I was inefficient there. And I just decided to clear that wave, maybe take this bottom turret. Although, you know, the Warwick's weak from Aatrox, so I should have killed him on that wave. But instead, I am playing very safe because I have a shutdown too. By the time, like, the entire enemy team was topside, so that was like the green light to go in, right? And they're all back top again. Looks like it, because the Aatrox is just a total menace, and I just continue clearing these camps. And after I take this scuttle, I'm looking for something mid here. Kaisa and Pike are pretty fed due to killing Misfortune and Thresh a lot. So they go in, that's my cue. I unfortunately get stunned, but hey, we got her. And the dragon's spawning, so with their ADC dead, we can secure this second Drake for our team. The Swain's getting hot prio, and something erupts here, so after clearing the Gromp, I come and kill the Udyr. And this is why it's very important to gain a CS lead on Udyr, because once you outscale him in the mid game, he can never just come back in the game, right? Because your champ just naturally outscales his champ. Unfortunately, Malphite does kill the Aatrox. And after doing the Drake, I continue full clearing because all my camps are up. I don't really want to recall. I just want to clear them, and I think the reason why I did this is because we had such a huge gold lead on the enemy team. I knew that nothing much will happen after that dragon play. They're probably just going to continue safely pushing out waves, so I had the time to clear these camps. And even though I was building towards a Riftmaker, I greeted for all these camps to build Rabadons. And then another fight erupts here. I haven't recalled, but I'm still very strong just because the huge gold and level advantage I have over the Udyr. So I take him out, and I chase this Kaisa. Pike's a bit slippery, so he manages to get away. But as I was saying, I'm just clearing my camp so that I can get my Rabadons. Rabadon second is very good on Gwen, especially if you're in the jungle. It offers her damage for fights, and if you're feeling scared or threatened, you can pop out your W, and that will allow you to survive, because her W scales with the AP and gives her magic and armor resistances. And it's just really good clearing camps, like Nashers and Rabadons. The best way to clear your camps. So I buy my Rabadons with Haunting Guys. I still want to complete my Riftmaker because it does allow you some sustain. So if you're ahead, you can go Riftmaker 2 if you're planning on skirmishing more. And the enemy team, like, they kill Aatrox, so they think, hey, he can totally do this Baron. And, like, I was in base when they started it. I guess they saw me recalling or thought I was in base, and we stopped them. A very bad call for whoever decided to start the Baron, because even though Aatrox was strong, I was strong too, and so is Swain, because we were just farming very well. And now with 3 of their team members dead, we decide to complete this Baron. Nashers and Rabadons on Gwen is literally all the items you need to do a fast Baron, and an even faster Baron is when she hits 3 items, because that's her like sweet spot item spike, power spike. And this Pike is just panicking, he's trying to steal it. And there I go, back to base again with my 600 Baron gold. Just pick up my Rift Maker and run straight down mid. I think I run straight down mid. I don't really recall what I did this game. Well, of course I go straight to my Raptor camps because I like to farm. And, you know, Miss Fortune, she is going to take that mid wave anyways. But I'm here hovering mid. Checking if anyone's here. And I just go for these raptors which just spawn. And I'm looking to take Udyr's red camp. Smites your buffs in past 20 minutes after they get corrupted because they are very beefy. And this is why Gwen's actually really good this season, because she can take them without any problems. They're not that tanky for her. I find that she clears them way faster than Lilia. And I see this Udyr and I'm like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna chase you. And there's Malphite. The third R kills him. Malphite's out of position, so we're going for him. Although this Kaisa just snuck up behind and assassinated our Miss Fortune. Fortunately, I die. I didn't realize I was alone. Swain's just pushing that tier 3, tier 2 turret in bot lane, and Aatrox is here to maybe clean up. If you just kill one strong member, you still have to deal with the 2 other ones. And there's no turret there for the enemy team to huddle and hide under, so Kaisa had nowhere to go after she burnt all her cooldowns on the Miss Fortune, who tickles, so that was very bad target selection from the Kaisa. The 3rd dragon's coming up. Well, I guess it's the 4th dragon, but it'll be the 3rd dragon for our team if we get it. It'll be Soul Point, so I just run immediately there and I buy a large rod because I'm building towards Sonya's. Before a big fight, I like to take the red buff, so I'm just trying to snip this down as fast as possible so my entire team has the red buff to slow and burn people and provide our team with some health. I'm expecting like a big fight, but I think they just give it. The enemy team just gives this dragon. There's Udyr farming his one camp that spawned. That didn't go to me. Our Baron buff runs out, and I personally think that it's good to go for the Baron buff for the tier 3 turrets. It's a lot safer. The wave is protected with the buff. But it expired and there's not going to be a Baron buff up for a while, but our team is very strong, so we can just siege without the Baron buff here. Kaisa and Kaisa's hair somehow, and I did not expect her to have flash up, but she flashed. And I actually wasted a lot of time chasing her. She's the strongest member on their team, so... And she's like deep in her jungle, so I'm just gonna run her down, use the move speed from the bush. I don't have my ghost up. I have my smite up so I can slow her here. And she's dead. And they don't really have much wave clear to defend now, and we are just going to end here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a full game commentary, and I'm probably going to make another one with that with Sen post I made. Very, very strange game I built with Sen, and I think it's going to be really fun. So I hope to see you guys in that next video that I'll be making. I'm slowly making my 2-trick guide for all those Gwen and Lilia lovers out there. I really think both of these champions complement each other. Lilia just covers a lot of Gwen's weaknesses. You know, no CC, and awful into Tryndamere and Jax, and even Fiora. Like, I think Lilia's better into Fiora than Gwen. So I hope to provide more information for other players out there who like to play cute girl champs in the jungle.